Okay, so after you have these lines to tell you how wide the eyes, you can come in and find out how wide the pupil and the iris are. I turn this over. I know my pupil fits in here. I can turn this over, get the height. It is this tall. So I know my eye fits in this area. So then I'm going to be starting to look at what's this angle here and do the opposite. So it comes up to a high point and then comes down. It ends here. This comes up off the line, so it comes up off the line. So my eye shape is something like that. Tear duct comes up off the line slightly, goes down. I know my colored part of my iris is right in this area, and that it's cut off the top and the bottom, and the pupil's little. That's all I need. Next thing is I find my nose. So I take this once again. I'm going to make a line where I'm finding the measurement. So I found the measurement right there. I bring this across, mark that on my paper. I turn it over. I know my nose goes out that far on that line. I know I could measure this. I could measure, well, how far out is that nostril?
There's a big nose.
See how it comes up to that line? Okay, I'm not going to close it tight or it's going to look like piggy nose. I don't want piggy nose. Okay, this comes down to the line, it comes up. That's all I'm going to put because the rest of this in here is a shadow. Next part's my lips. So I'm going to find the widest part of his lips, make a line across. Okay, there's my lip line. Turn it over. I know his lips go out to there. I know it sits on the line here. You can measure so many different things on here. Sometimes you're going to find, like on women, that their lips will stop before they get to the edge of their mouth. Okay, quite often you're going to find that.
But this is a guy.
Well, even guys sometimes it does that.
How?
And then this part actually follows the line. Quite often they're going to have like a little bow in the middle, like it drops down here. So it's not always straight. The next thing I'm going to do is find out the outside of the face. So I can use this. I always want to have this lined up with the center so I can find the chin. How far out do I need to go before his chin goes up? It goes to there. His face is this wide on that line. His face is this wide on that line. On this line, same width. Okay, his ear
is back.
If I draw a line across where I measured my nose, it comes down just a little lower than that. So I can draw that line further out. And I can also measure, like the edge of his face comes to here, edge of his ear comes to there, flip it over. I have the edge of his face, edge of his ear. I know his ear comes down a little bit, so his ear's like that. On his eye line, here's his hair, his ear. Flip it. Here's where his hair is, and that's how far his ear goes out. I can go across up here, like where his hairline is. Draw that same line across. Find the measurement. Notice I'm putting different symbols, or you can just erase so you don't lose.
Your arm's in the way.
Okay, so I will follow my dots. His head's sort of square. See how it comes down straight here? Comes sort of straightish here, and then it comes in from that point.
He looks like a box.
Yeah, he does a little bit. I can measure how this shape, like how far from here to here do I get to the hair. I'm just drawing that quick so I can. Okay, that's more boxy than that. He sort of has a widow's peak. See how it comes down a little? And then I'm going to finish up the top of his head.
That looks really straight down. Are you sure it's that straight down?
For now.
Okay.
We have to put the hair that comes out. I'm just getting generalized shape.
Okay.
Geez, that's hard.
It looks like a heart.
Yeah. Okay, top of his ear, how high? I can measure how high that goes. I can measure how much this comes in. I can measure, let's see here, his hair comes down to about there. Side of his face. He has a rather prominent jawline.
How would you say it's rather prominent?
Look at this. It's not soft and feminine. Okay. Outside of his neck is about there.
Yep.
Yep. Okay, so after you have all these things measured out,
Yep.
you're going to erase the lines you don't need and you start adding shadows. Okay, when you add shadows, they're not lines, they're shapes. Okay.
Quit.
Gee whiz. Okay, so there's a shadow shape in
But
here,
they're making stupid faces.
and there's this here where his eye. Okay, your eyelids have to go back in your head when you open your eyes, right? So there's a line there.
They do?
Well, when you open your eyes, they go back.
Really?
Where do your eyelids go?
Oh, eyelids. Oh,
I was like, what?
Yeah,
I thought
they
that you
go
were
back.
meeting my eye when
No.
I thought you were I don't know, like closed
No,
your eyes. and
your
I was like,
eyelids.
what?
Yeah, your eyelids. Roll up, yeah. Okay. Your irises usually have a darker outline and then they have a starburst pattern out from the center. If you look at other people's eyes, you'll probably notice that. Okay, pupils are fairly dark.
Yep.
Like that. It has like a starburst thing.
Starburst. I have a yellow thing, you see.
It's like a lightning
Yeah.
streak.
Streak.
Oh, strike.
Okay, everybody has dark areas under their eyes or they wouldn't look
Bags.
human,
And
yeah,
speaking of how each side looks different, this side doesn't have that.
really.
This side does. This side does.
Okay. Your eyebrows and your eyelashes are last. Okay, see how that's starting to look real?
Oh my god.
You're gonna have pencil.
That happens sometimes on my paper when I'm writing it because my hand
And then it
like
like smears it.
yeah, my hand like and then my hand all
Okay,
over.
as you work, you're probably going to want to put paper underneath your hand so you don't smear things that you don't want. But you need to smear certain things, right?
Yeah. Dark circle.
This whole outside of his face is darker because of the way the light is way on the front. You are not going to make lines on the face so you can see them like I am doing here. You're going to slow down. Okay? Try and hold still. Thank you. Okay, because you don't want him to look furry. So you don't add, you want to barely push when you're adding your values, okay? And you need to do the whole face. When it comes to hair, you follow directions the hair goes. Like his hair's going up, and then it goes out here. Ladies.
So you're just kind of like
And it's